Hello everyone, welcome back to Arsene Lupin, Once a Thief. We are in the prison. I wanted to say that we're in the cemetery, but this is not the cemetery, this is the prison. Forgot all the words. Right, so we have a cell bed here, the first thing. Surprisingly more comfortable than expected. And we have a book there that we are going to ignore this for now. We have a beautiful toilet. A man deserves at least a little privacy. So we're not going to use that because we are looking at him. A meal tray. The chef has outdone himself. The last breadcrumbs. I'm sure someone will enjoy this more than I. You mean like the birds? Then we have a bookshelf even here. Oh, a rat! The rat will enjoy breadcrumbs.
What do you have there, my friend? Leftover breadcrumbs? My favorite. Not right now. I'm reading The Count of Monte Cristo. It's quite exhilarating.
No, that's the book on the bed.
I'm sure if you asked nicely, they would bring you a blanket of your own. It is, isn't it? How about Mr. Cheddar? Yes, that'll do nicely.
Mr. Chill doesn't like the judge, I think that was.
You're right. They do look like villainous henchmen.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that is the judge.
Judge Bouvier, what a pleasure.
Oh, you're awfully upbeat for a man facing a life between these walls. In fact, that's the reason I'm here today. To make sure you are who you say you are.
Okay, my alias was Bernard Landry. That's what we need to select?
A name that would later be discovered as a recently deceased cousin. A shameful act of the highest degree.
How much was stolen from Rosane? 20,000 francs. I took 20,000 francs from Rosane's wallet. Wasn't 10? Was 20? Yes, I think it was 10, right?
The way in which
Yes.
Mr. Rosane was bullied and humiliated was criminal in itself. No man, deserving in your eyes or not, should be treated as such.
I mean, I do feel bad for him, kind of. He was our friend, so to say. Alice was sent to the Baron. What item had you planned on taking? What old tapestry?
Ought to be a forgery. Something that would not interest you. But that was not the case, and the priceless piece of art was destroyed. I am satisfied you are Arsene Lupin.
I am who I thought I was. Fantastic news.
Is there anything you wish to add?
In the name of honesty, I thought perhaps you'd be interested in some other cases. I thought I would do the right thing. I began with detailing the robbery of the Crédit Lyonnais, the theft in the Rue Babylone, the counterfeit banknotes, the burglaries at the various chateaux, making it clear it was all my work.
Surely you were just opening yourself up to more charges.
You've forgotten what I told the inspector when I was first locked up and he came to see me.
I fear you haven't grasped the seriousness of what you are admitting to.
Quite the opposite. I am well aware, but it's wasted on me, as I have decided that I shall not be present at my trial.
I am confused.
Really? You decided that?
Are we going to escape?
If you suppose I'm going to rot in this concrete hell, you insult me. Arsène Lupin remains in prison just as long as it pleases him, and not 1 minute more.
Then who was that in the court later? Someone else, I guess. 1 month until the trial.
I am sorry, I haven't a card with me. My words catching the sentinel off guard. He eyed me from head to foot in astonishment. Then, without a word, he rang a bell, and the iron gate was partly open. I beg of you not to worry about me. When I wish to escape, I shall not require any assistance. I jested as I passed him returning to my temporary home.
Okay, Okay, so what happened?
The judge made a point of saying I was to keep a close eye on him. And I get the feeling it's my head on the chopping block if he did escape.
But what happened?
Inspector, something you might want to see.
If I walk into that cell block and he's not standing in his cell...
No, he's there. He's just walked himself back to the main gate.
Oh, that's what happened. All right.
Lupin!
I don't understand why he came back, but now he's back in his cell. That's what he's saying. How did Lupin escape? Arsene Lupin is living up to his legend and managed to escape his cell without anyone realizing before returning at his own will. Make sure this can't happen again, and I believe that the person that returned isn't Arsene Lupin. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my assumption for now. There is going to be something in his cell that will give me a clue of how he got out. We have just a prison cell, nothing else, so I guess we need to exit this. Right, let's go. First of all, a letter from supporter. Perfect. He gets to hear exactly what the public think about him. What else is on his reading list? Graf Monte Cristo. I tried to read it as well, but there is too much of a kind of old-fashioned romance. It just pains me to read it, so I couldn't even go past, I don't know, 20 pages maybe. Anyway, collection of files. At least his guards aren't completely incompetent. They've kept a log of his daily routine here. Prisoner name, Arsene Lupin. The number is 0112. Previous aliases, Louis Valmera, Maxime Bermond, Jean Daspry. Date of birth, June 1874. Previous crimes, theft of Queen's necklace, theft of bonds from Imbert estate, theft of Virgin of Agnus Dei by Raphael, theft of Salome by Titian, theft of the Virgin and the Angels by Botticelli, trespassing, theft of Lady Jalan's family jewels, theft of Captain Melville's pocket watch, theft of cash valued at 10,000 francs, attack and guess à la Provence. Prisoner name Arsene Lupin. Routine 7 a.m. breakfast, 7:30 morning exercise. Maybe I need to take a picture of that because probably I will forget the schedule. Reading in cell, lunch, meditation, transport arrives, inmate rehabilitation meeting. Oh, that's probably when and how it happened. Transport returns and prisoner placed back in the cell, evening meal and lights out. Prisoner is regimented with his routine, impatient when meals don't arrive on time. Appears content, in good health, and eager to converse with guards and other inmates, especially to involve everyone in his morning exercise regime. Prisoner embracing opportunities provided by inmate rehabilitation meetings. Good to know. The cell door, one moment, I'm not done here yet. Maybe I am. Let me rotate the view. Nothing else, right? That's all that we have. Do I need to talk with you again?
It's going to be a long day.
I guess we don't have to talk with him again, right? And we have 2 cell rooms, and this isn't the right one, so I guess this is the right one. Open the cell. I need to inspect and interrogate the prisoner. And he's not there. Oh no, he is. Mr. Chada.
No, the rat is not talking to me.
You didn't try hard enough? Pile of books. On heroes, hero worship, and the heroic in history in English. The manual of Epictetus in German, annotated. The Count of Monte Cristo. Blunt knife. I can't see him doing much with this. It can barely slice through warm butter. Oh, indeed. There is something inside. Hidden note from Lupin. Have faith, my friend. It is a foolproof plan. You execute your part as required, and La Santa will be a distant memory for me. His plan obviously worked, so why walk straight back? And this note, how did he not expect it to be found? A desk. A meal tray. He hasn't touched a thing. Another wood eye looking at it. A book? No. A new candle? A fresh candle with a pristine candle holder. He's obviously sweet-talked someone. Good thinking. Press cuttings. What an egoist, collecting trophies of his own escapades and achievements. It's psychologically very positive thing to be proud of your own achievements. So, Arsene Lupin is doing great. And Foreign Post newspaper. I'm sick of reading and people talking about that wannabe detective Sherlock Holmes. For someone that's meant to be here as a punishment for his crimes, he's living a pretty comfortable life. A lockbox.
Oh.
On the toilet, or he shouldn't be allowed to lock anything away. Need to find a combination. Alright, let's talk with him first. I'm certain a prisoner shouldn't have access to a personal safe.
Oh.
But we don't know the combination yet, so let's go back. Arsene Lupin and... nothing. Wait a second, a cell bed? If you ask me, this bed looks far more comfortable than he deserves. Arsene Lupin, hello, my friend. Relaxed body, a glint in his eyes. This is the last place he should be looking comfortable. Yeah, exactly, a glint in his eyes. He's enjoying himself. Please, let me pick that. Why make it so difficult? Come on, game. I'd recognize that smuggling anywhere gives him away every time. So that is him, I think. I don't know anymore. Same old Lupin, arrogant and sure of himself. Just you wait for the trial.
Inspector, you look fantastic. Have you lost?
Save it.
Why return to La Sante?
Why not? I'm warming to the place, and my friends are here.
If you think for a minute that we're friends,
He's talking about Mr. Cheddar.
Be careful, or your head might not fit through the cell door. I was referring to the guards, and of course, my long-tailed friend.
it wouldn't surprise me if he's manipulated them. Neither of them is the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Not long until a trial.
Have I ever lied to you?
You're serious?
As a heart attack, Inspector. Yes, I have deceived, duped, outsmarted.
Wait just a minute.
And I continue to be nothing but honest with you. As I told Judge Bouvier, I shall be far from this desolate, soulless cell before my trial begins. You have my word.
I've got my eye on you. Right, so we have 2 links to establish. Then let's go. Find out what Lupin has been up to. We have a case file and we have some links to establish. Right, so prison guards. Lupin is friendly with guards. Lupin's daily routine, letter from supporter, a case file. Then here we have meal tray, a new candle, Foreign Post newspaper, press cuttings, cell bed, pile of books, hidden note from Lupin, lockbox and blunt knife. I will be honest, I don't even know what will connect to what. Oh wait, but I don't know the code. Wait a minute.
It's going to be a lot.
No, we need to find the code for the lockbox. And we don't know that. You don't. Unless we do somehow, but we don't know that we do. Oh wait, maybe I need to leave? Can I? No, I cannot.
Oh.
Lockbox. But I don't know what's inside. Let's try linking it to Lupin's daily routine.
You're supposed to be an inspector.
I don't seem to have any brain to even connect anything. Hidden note from Lupin. Lupin is friendly with guards. Maybe a letter from supporter?
It's called commons.
I really don't feel like I have common sense at all, like when I look at this.
Not as clever as you think.
Oh, for him to be sending notes through utensils like that, he must have someone working for him inside the prison. And that probably also connects to a lockbox, right?
It's got
No, maybe it connects to this again.
Get your head in
Well,
the...
I'm proud that I got one pile of books. Daily routine,
How does he do it?
Foreign Post newspaper connects to what? To letter from supporter? Okay, why?
I'm hot on your heels now.
He's been spending his time keeping up with current world affairs, it seems. As long as it's not part of some bigger scheme, I mean, who would help him? Lupin has knowledge of the outside. We need to figure out the code to the lockbox. Maybe it's the year of his birth? Case file. Oh, wait, maybe it's 0112. Let's try 0112. No, let's try 1874. 1874. No. Hey, Lupin. Gotta help me. Oh, I can leave. I couldn't before, just a minute ago. I need to step outside for a moment. Yeah, let's talk with you. Do you know the code?
Inspector,
Books, newspapers.
prisoners are allowed to read, aren't they?
If they're reading books, not secret messages from their network of criminals.
They just kept arriving for him. He said they were a gift from his...
I don't care if they're from King Edward VII himself.
Right. What about the code to the lockbox? They had 2 ideas and none of them worked, so I don't know. Are there some scribbles maybe somewhere, like I don't see them? Like these markings probably mean something. A square, a circle, triangle probably, and a irregular shape kind of. Do I have to find something like that in somewhere? Okay, let's start looking for these kind of shapes. Maybe we'll see them somewhere. Probably not here. Can I zoom into the wall? I don't know. Oh! 4035. No. I thought like maybe if you look at the logbox, these are the shapes, but is it 6 sides? Like so, for example, here we have 4 sides, right? Then here we have 0, so it'll be 4, 0, 3, and I think that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe that's 6 actually. 4, 0, 3, 6. 4, 0, 3, 6. I have no idea. Like, that was my best idea. I was so certain that this is it. Oh, 4, 1, 3, 6. So 0, the circle counted as 1, I think. Oh my god. Ooh, not as clever as you think you are. Took me long enough for him to be considered very clever. I don't know how long it took me, but this part will be much shorter than I've been recording for. Time to finally see what's inside. Whew. Passenger papers. Departing Le Havre, destination New York, ship La Provence, passenger name Bernard Andressy, cabin first class, occupancy 1. Special requests nil. Now I know how he got on board so easily. How did he acquire these fakes? Message from HP. The basket has taken the place of the others. Huh? What does it mean? 8 out of 10 are ready. On pressing the outer foot, the plate goes downward. From 12 to 16 every day. HP will wait. But where? Replied once. Rest easy, your friend is watching over you. You need to take a picture of this because this is all very confusing and I will forget all about it. But first of all, I can't believe how long it took me to decipher the code to the logbox. But also I can't believe how smart I am. A kind of an embarrassing feeling of pride. He's got more letters coming and going through the cell than I do at home. HP could be a code or a confidant. Right, so we have 2 links now and we can talk with him now, it seems.
Inspector, you look fantastic.
Save it.
You must really take me for a fool.
What would ever give you that impression?
Disguising as a passenger with phony papers.
They got me on board, didn't they? And I'll have you know, they were some of my man's best work.
I knew he couldn't have done it all alone. He must have a network of people working for him.
Oh, that's for sure. Right, so now we have 2 links. Maybe we need to talk with the guards first. Or maybe we don't. Message from HP, passenger papers. Okay, that's all. Passenger papers. How did he acquire the fakes? An inside man, maybe?
Carry on like this.
Maybe not. Passenger papers and Message from HP?
No wonder he's open.
No. Don't give me a hint yet. I want to figure out myself. Passenger papers.
Just some good old-fashioned police work.
Okay, that's a surprise. No need for a file baked into a cake when everything was already in place for his escape. Received items to escape. Right. Ah, I see. Message from HP. Connects to... probably incitement.
No.
Maybe not. Let's try again. Message from HP connects to... knowledge of the outside?
Then that must mean...
He shouldn't be speaking to anyone, especially not outside of these walls. How could he manage this? Lupin has communicated with the outside world and Lupin has an inside man.
Who said I'm getting slow in my old age?
Lupin and his goons had everything planned out. I hate to admit it, but I'm impressed with his ingenuity. I presume this is wishful thinking only. Formulated plan. Connects to... probably Lupin's daily routine.
Get your head in the game.
Case file doesn't make sense.
Oh no.
Formulated plan. I don't know, pile of books?
It's called common sense.
Oh! Right.
This old dog's still got some new tricks.
That does make sense. With items and men ready to perform the perfect jailbreak, all that was required was an opening. When would this be possible? And now we finally can connect to their daily routine. Am I right? Yes, he had everything planned, all while barely having to lift a finger.
Master thief.
Their perfect plan was in place. All they needed was the perfect opportunity within his schedule to slip away. And in my opinion, that would be during his transportation to some kind of activities.
That's it. This ends here.
Okay.
I don't know if I've got it in me to hurt him.
Who said anything about? Never mind.
I want him in a new cell. I want his belongings stripped. He needs to learn what life in La Sante is really like. But I have one last question for you.
For him, let's go and ask that question.
Inspector, you look for...
Say it.
The jewels you stole from Gerland.
What did ever happen to her missing jewels?
They aren't missing. You stole them.
Without any proof, we shall just have to agree to disagree.
And then they all fell down into the sea, right?
And that was it. No more luxuries, no more anything. Just me, the cell, and my thoughts.
What did he think moving you to another cell was going to achieve?
Allow me to finish. All will become clear.
The courthouse. First day of Arsene Lupin's trial.
It would be wise to consider your next move if you wish to see the light again.
It's always a game with him. I can't let him think he's got one over on me again.
I hope you've decided to be more forthcoming with your answers.
Perfect. The judge is already frustrated with Lupin. And after he hears about his actions on board that ship, he'll be kissing goodbye to his freedom.
I just feel like it's fake Arsene Lupin. He's been faking his identity as other people for so long. So now someone is faking as him, right? What's the matter? Where is the usual Lupin spark? The witty repartee? I know enough to know this is all just an act.
While you decide if this game of yours is worth continuing, we shall hear from Inspector Ganimard.
Keep calm. There's no reason to lose your head now. Quick, say something smart.
Oh, you want me to say something smart? Your time as a Russian student attending at St. Louis Hospital, the night of the bazaar at the La Charvette in Paris, what became of the Imbert stolen bonds? Let's try the third option.
If I had them, I'd spend them.
There's no way he could forget those bonds were fake.
Oh, okay, so we're going to go through them all.
I have only been in a hospital once, at my birth.
How am I meant to prove otherwise?
The night of the bazaar.
I was nowhere near that night. The night of the fire, you mean?
Funny how he knows the exact night I'm referring to. I'm more confused now than I ever was.
Surely there is more than enough to see that man locked up for the rest of his life.
You're aware of the lack of evidence provided.
Wait, so we are going to play the lack of evidence card?
Thank you. I think we're all very clear on your feelings. Tell me about your relationship with the prisoner.
Oh no, Ganimar, you're going to become a scapegoat. Criminal and a lawman, it ends there.
And you were the arresting officer. You must be heavily invested in this trial.
I don't know what the judge is getting at. He committed a crime. He goes to jail.
Could that be that the judge himself is actually Arsene Lupin? That would be so fun. Never once has he faced the repercussions of his actions.
And you feel he should face them today. For all his crimes, whether part of this trial or not.
I want him punished for what he's done, as should the judge.
I've spent years chasing that man.
I understand this chase has been going on for some time, through many countries.
All across Europe and as far as America.
So many miles you have crossed to apprehend him. A commendable act.
About time I got my dues.
It's something I've always wondered about. Why you?
I had the pleasure of meeting Inspector Ganimard at a young age, and he made his mind upon me, on the spot. Since then, he's made it his life's work to hunt me down.
To play devil's advocate, that is only one side of the story. You must have been up to something when you first met.
That may be so. And we'll save that for another day. But you can't deny it. I think without me, he'd have nothing.
Inspector, I'm beginning to question your involvement. Something makes me think you've invested a personal stake. Are you even sure of this man's identity?
I am. I was.
Inspector, take your seat. Lady Gerland, thank you for being here today.
If it finally means I can get my jewels back.
Your jewels? Are they not?
We'll get to that. I have some questions, and I'd like your honest answers.
I bet you weren't expecting to see her again.
If anything, I actually think Inspector Ganimard was more upset by the time she was finished.
I need to keep her away from mentioning the jewels. Easier said than done with her loud mouth.
Gerland is known for being dramatic. To portray Lupin in the worst way whilst keeping the truth of the jewels hidden. You were preyed upon by Arsene Lupin?
It was the most harrowing experience of my life. He terrorized that ship and made our voyage a living hell.
That's it. Paint a picture of a devilish criminal.
He manipulated you while disguised as a guest. You befriended him while on board. You hardly gave me anything to go on. Oh, I don't know. Let's try befriended.
You can't really suspect me of anything.
Well, I suppose not.
That was a fail. In your opinion, what does Arsene Lupin deserve? Will you warrant him a strike again?
If he hadn't already cleared my safe out. He took everything and left me and my family with nothing. Please, you must find my jewels.
You don't expect me to believe that? If you're not going to be truthful with your detail...
No exaggerating. Got it. Let's try that again then.
I need to keep her away.
Okay, so this was correct.
It was the most harrowing experience of my life.
That's it.
Then here, maybe he manipulated you while disguised as a guest?
Bernard d'Andrézy. I knew we shouldn't have trusted him. I knew it.
Perfect.
Okay, that
The
works.
judge will see. Lupin had prepared it all.
And the last one. In your opinion, what does Arsene Lupin deserve?
That's him in the dock, isn't it? Lock him up and throw away the key. He steals from the Gerland family. He pays the price.
Perfect.
And, lastly, just so I understand, Lady Gerland's stolen jewels have been retrieved?
It isn't that simple.
Isn't simple? No, they weren't. No thanks to him.
They were.
So, Lady Gerland is a liar?
Not a liar as such.
Not a liar at all! You useless excuse for an inspector!
At least she said inspector.
Order! Order in the court!
Gannimar's ace in the hole hadn't worked, unless his plan was to be deafened and embarrassed in front of the entire courtroom.
He must have been seething, without any proof that you had the jewels.
He had nothing. Well, not exactly nothing, but I wasn't going to make it easy for him to find.
Oh, the next day? Everything he's done has been orchestrated from this cell. The jewels must be here somewhere, but they fell down into the sea, no? Maybe not. Maybe they were replaced with fakes, or whatever. If anything will convince the judge of that man's identity, it has to be the jewels. Right. Well, good luck with that. And I'm going to help you in any way I can. First of all, let me explore the area here. Oh!
I need to get in his cell.
Oh, that's a different cell.
I've got the key, right here.
Less talking, more unlocking.
It's dark in here. I believe for now. That's not what I was... I didn't realize that you were moved to the very next cell, so one moment. I want to come inside the old cell first. Can I? Yes, I can. Prison officer. When was the last time you spoke with him?
It's been a couple of days now. He's not looking so good.
He's getting food and water, right?
We're bringing it to him, but most of the time he doesn't touch it.
Any signs of another escape attempt?
Nothing. I don't think he's got it in him anymore.
He's not a frail old man.
Take a look for yourself.
A list. A scrap piece of paper left in his cell. I should assume by now there's something more to it. Inspector Ganimar, if you're reading this note, you've still not found it in yourself to trust me and have decided to search my temporary home. Once again, I know how much you enjoy my riddles, and this gives me one final opportunity to prove to you I have been nothing but honest with you. I will not be present in my trial. If you follow my instructions from the beginning to the letter, the breadcrumb trail, if you will, the path to the truth, it will be an easy one. Let me begin by thanking you for allowing me the finest cell in La Sante. In fact, I'm hesitant to call this a prison at all. The addition of certain home comforts has left me feeling rather content. Lessons have been learned, and while I have found myself pacing left and right across the stone floor of the cell, I'm surprised I've not worn it away. I have not allowed these four walls to break my spirits. Razane, Jaland, Cahorn, you consider them all victims of mine, but you see only their side, the right side in your eyes. Did it ever occur to you that there was more to why they were chosen? La Sante, it's only a short time I will be a resident of your walls. But you have left me with fond memories, ones I shall treasure for all my days, until we meet again, prisoner 0112. Left, left, right, left. Let me take a picture. Floor stones. One moment. List. Prison officer. Books. Alright, floor stones.
Huh?
These stones feel loose underfoot. Another there, almost there. Almost there, almost there. And the last one here. This should do the trick. I don't know how long this has been here, or even who dug it, but I'm going to find out what's down there.
Inspector, what's that?
What does it look like?
It looks like a secret passageway. Did you know it was there?
Do you really think I put Arsene Lupin, the most dangerous criminal in all of France, in a cell with a secret passageway?
Wait, can we come back? Whose genius idea was it to build a prison over the abandoned sewers? Yes, I should check the cell in case I missed anything. Because the other cell... It's quite dark here. Desk.
Oh.
We have empty tray. He must have devoured this before it even touched the table. And a candle. A used candle. Half burned and extinguished. With an old candle holder. uncomfortable bed.
Huh?
That's more like it. He's been living Riley's life for far too long. Who's Riley?
Hello? Come on. I know you can hear me.
Inspector,
Looked at yourself recently?
why would I do that?
It doesn't take much effort to look a little respectable.
I'm sorry to disappoint. I don't know what you mean.
Have it your way. I'll see you in court.
Right, I think that's it. Let's see. If I follow the instructions. Left, left, right, left. Left is here. Left. But I cannot walk there. A sewer note from Lupin. I don't know how he's got time to rob anyone with the amount of notes he writes me. For years, you have followed, tracked, and at times quite frankly hounded me, but have always remained in my wake. I often look back at our game of a cat and mouse, not always with animosity. You and I have traveled the world, but I always found the chase most enjoyable in our beloved France, where their memories bring a smile to my face. Surely you remember them. It really was quite exhilarating, starting where many good stories do in Paris. A map. Surprise, surprise, a clue with no context whatsoever. Do I need to consider the map? Another note. Living in Paris, I headed west to Saint Malo. He thought he could escape to the coast, but I was on to him. Right, I have questions. There was a left, right, and a left, but there is no left turn. I can only go right, so I'm confused. Am I doing wrong something? Time to find out what Lupin has been up to down here. Nothing interactable. Another note. As I reached Saint Malo, it was necessary to make a full turn and head north to Caen. Only necessary because I knew what you were up to. Oh, okay. Is this where it starts like a left and right? Do I need to go there? I have to keep going. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually back here to see if there are any notes that I might have missed. I might will have to come back to the very few. Yes. Business took me east to Rowan. I knew he had colleagues in Rowan. It wasn't hard to guess he'd seek out their help. So because I don't want to miss any notes, it's kind of difficult to navigate the tunnels. So that was the left. Then I need to go left again, I think. Wait. There might be notes. Oh wait, I see the exit. And I see a note. Oh, but I'm back to the start. Good job, me. Right. So, we are exiting from the prison cell, and then we need to go left. There is no tunnels to the left. This is the only tunnel here, it seems. This is a tunnel to the left. But that's where I went last time. Maybe I need to go here instead. Right, I think that I'm walking in circles. And that is intentional. Not on my part, on part of Arsene Lupin. Or whoever designed the game. You arrived in Rouen shortly after to ruin my plans, so I continued east to Reims. Ruin your plans and save another bank vault from being emptied. So that's a new note, so I'm kind of on the right track. Probably. So those left and right, I don't think that they helped me at all. And I believe that this is the tunnel that I've been to already. Yes. And I'm back to the prison cell, so wonderful. Okay, this is fun, kind of. I'm just confused about the hints about left, right, because doesn't work out for me. That's, I don't know, maybe I am doing something wrong. Listen, I don't know, like left and right didn't help me at all, and I feel like I'm lost more than ever. Because like from here, left should be here, right? And then left should be here, but there is no left. Oh, there is a left behind that box, maybe that is the left. And then we head right. So that has to be in that direction. That there is nothing there. Oh, there is a tunnel. So maybe that is right. And then there was a left again. Here. I think I'm back to the very beginning again. I'm lost with the notes. Is this a new note or is this the old note? It was only a short trip west to return to the beautiful desert city of Lights, Paris. Of course. He came back. He just couldn't stay away from his ignorant fans. Yeah, that is a new one. Okay. Oh. Wait a second. Pipes. There is something different about these pipes. Really? What is? There were some notes. I thought maybe I could make sense using those notes, but that doesn't seem the case at all. I just have no idea. Maybe there is something that I'm missing. Let me explore the area. I don't know. I believe that I'm at the right place. I just need to figure out the pipes now. And I absolutely have no idea. Oh, look at that. North, west, north. I'm missing one. I need to find the sixth note. I have only 5. I really don't want to come back. I will get lost again. There's got to be something down here that'll give me some idea of where I'm going and what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the last note. Oh! But it wasn't long before you were hot on my heels again. Moving south to Troy in a new disguise was my only option. He should have been more careful with who he told his plan to. He went to the effort of writing that riddle. There must be something in it I'm missing. Oh, okay, so I need to arrange it first. Okay, so let's run with the current selection first to find out what is right and what is wrong. Okay, that was fast. It feels like it should be the last one, so maybe that is. Oh, okay. So finally I got the first one. Leaving Paris, I headed west to Saint Malo. Right. No, stop. As I reach Saint Malo, that goes there, and I head north to Caen. Maybe like so. Oh, got it. As much as I enjoy the trip down memory lane, I need to figure out what relevance it has to down here. I know the relevance. Now I need to find the way back. And don't remember where it was. Is this the place? With the pipes? Yes, good. Alright.
Oh.
So, let me first come back to... Here we go. West, north, east, east, south, and west. Alright, let's go. West, north, east, east, south, and west. They did something at least. What was that? The door got open. Music! Nice. So that's where the music was playing from. The stolen things and the safe.
Ah.
I need to know the code, of course. A newspaper.
Oh.
A headline announcing Miss Underdown's engagement. Good thing he doesn't have a heart to break. Correspondence with the press. It's not just his team of criminals he's been in contact with, but the press as well. In a recent article, you referred to me in most justifiable terms. Some days before the opening of my trial, I will call you to account, Arsene Lupin. That sounds like a threat. A mirror equipment? The tools of his trade. Oh, you mean how he changes his appearances? Disguises. Various disguises, some clever, some not so clever. I can't believe they actually worked. Right, cool. I need to open the safe. And again, I'm very stumped with the passcode. Oh wait, unless it's actually 0112. Nope, there has to be a hint somewhere, but where? Am I supposed to know the code by now? Oh, that's his birth year. What have we got here? Dearest Nelly, I write to you with a hefty heart, filled with regret and remorse, while actions speak louder than words. At this time, words are all I can offer. My intentions were never to deceive you. My reasons for hiding my identity were complex, and no doubt you will have read what the newspapers say about me. But the man you met was not entirely a character or an alias. He was me. The time we spent together meant more than ever I first comprehended. And please know that my feelings for you were and are genuine. The connection we shared is real. You made me see the version of me I wanted to be. I'm prepared to tell you everything, complete transparency and honesty as the least you deserve, my white rose. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. You're always A.L. The news of your engagement has finally reached the confined walls of La Sante. While happiness is all I have for you, jealousy and envy still engulf me. I can't count how many times I have asked myself, what could have been? Had we met under different circumstances? Would it be my arm you hold while wandering the Champs-Élysées? I lie awake torturing myself with such visions, alive together without the worry or fear of a detective in pursuit, ruined by no one's choices but my own. My feelings for you have not wavered. If anything, they are stronger as the months pass, and my longing grows. I understand that you may not feel the same, but it is my burden to bear, and one must accept as no one's fault but my own. I cling to the hope of a future where our paths once again intertwine, and I may once again gaze at your beauty, both inside and out. Until that day, Arsene Lupin. He's been writing to his little crush, although still unsent. The picture? How cute. He must have taken this on the ship, in between stealing watches and jewels. Without the jewels and this endless maze of tunnels, there is nothing to prove the identity of that man on the port. This hideout must have something that can help break the facade that Lupin is putting on. What pieces of evidence found in the hideout will be able to break Lupin's act? Equipment, disguises, photograph of Nelly Underdown. Okay, not right. Equipment, disguises, unsent letters. No, equipment is not right? That's quite a surprise. Okay, unsent letters, disguises. I have no idea, to be honest. Newspaper? Wait, why are we focusing on Nelly Underdown? Oh, that's our chance to prove whether that man is Lupin or not. I see, got it. This is my last chance. It has to work. Arsene Lupin, you're mine.
You wanted him to find it all, didn't you?
He had to understand that he had done everything I required of him from the moment he stepped on La Provence. Although, not everything in there was necessarily for his eyes.
You must have known he'd find the letters.
I suspected it, and I thought he would use them against me. But I think the next time he saw me, he realized that another escaped attempt was the last thing I was going to do.
Second day of Arsene Lupin's trial.
We've heard from one of your victims and supposed evidence of your crimes. Do you have anything further to add?
Désiré Baudru.
He's lied, it's him.
Inspector, take your seat.
Please, Judge Bouvier, I can prove to you and the entire court this is Arsène Lupin.
On your own head be it. Proceed.
This is it. Time to shine. Please, just let me be right.
You have said to me, to my face, that you have never lied to me. I hold a man at his word.
Miss Nelly Underdown, you are in love with her.
Inspector, the relevance?
I assure you, Judge, it's relevant.
Pull at the heartstrings. You lied to her from the moment you met her?
She said it herself. I believe her exact words were, a trickster of the lowest form.
No one likes having their misdeeds thrown in their face.
Too embarrassed to send your love letters?
Maybe she wouldn't want to receive them if I've been so rude to her.
He's not fooling anyone. We both know the pain he caused that poor girl.
Inspector Ganimard, guilty or not, I will not have you badgering the prisoner.
Nothing. Not even a grimace or a look. That's it. The eyes.
Let me look into his eyes.
You're treading on thin ice, Inspector.
Allow me this, and I can prove whether or not this is Arsène Lupin. Huh?
Doll, where did that spark go? You can't fake that. It's not him.
It's not him. How could he? How have I lost him again?
It's not him.
Excuse me?
It's not him.
For everyone to...
It's not him. It's not Arsène Lupin.
Order! Order in the court!
The judge continued to question the man in the dock, Désiré Baudru, in case you hadn't caught his name. He informed the court of how he was grabbed by two officers while standing outside the police station as I was returning, a case of mistaken identity to the judge. When asked why he remained in La Sante, he replied, "I had a roof over my head and no worry for my next meal. I don't mind a rat or two." The courtroom erupted with laughter, all except Inspector Ganimard. I'm sure you can imagine the look on his face.
I don't understand how he could have answered Ganimard's questions, though.
Mr. Baudru, having considered all that has gone on today, I hereby declare you a free man.
Could I ask a question?
You are not alone in having questions today, Mr. Baudru. What is it?
Will I still get my dinner?
You can't be.
It's actually quite sad.
After the manner in which you've been treated, one last meal is a minor request. And as for you, detective,
Judge?
I would think long and hard before bringing anything like that disastrous display into my courtroom again.
It's Inspector.
You did it! You really pulled it off!
I'm a man of my word.
I can't imagine Inspector Ganimard was prepared to accept it all, though.
Couldn't have said it better, my friend. In fact, he took it upon himself to stalk Monsieur Baudru through the streets, waiting for something to happen, I suppose.
And did it?
It did. But I don't think it was what the inspector was expecting.
The next, I actually want to finish this part.
Why me? Why is it always me? I'm the laughing stock of the station again. That old man knows something. I don't know what, but I'm going to find out.
But it just continues and continues and continues. I cannot find the place to break it, you know?
Here we are.
The policeman from the courtroom. Is that you?
You know exactly who I am, and I want to know who you really are.
I'm sure I have no idea what you mean.
Not giving me a straight answer. You've certainly taken a leaf out of his book.
If you really want to know, look closer.
So this is it.
It certainly has been some ride.
I almost caught you, didn't I?
You certainly gave it a good old-fashioned try.
I'm not the only one to lose something.
1, you never actually had me. 2, refresh my memory of what I lost while escaping La Sante without climbing a single wall.
Miss Underdown. If this is the last time we stand face to face, I want to see some honesty. Maybe even a glimmer of guilt for what you did.
I regret not showing her the real me from the start. I had hoped she might be present at the trial, and then, who knows?
Hope? You'll need plenty of that if you're going to convince her to be with you.
To live without hope is to cease to live.
Ever the wordsmith. I do have one last request.
I should like to know if you intend to reveal the true state of facts connected with your escape, the mistakes that I made. The words came as an almighty struggle to the inspector, admitting his part in it all. It is to my own interest to surround myself with mystery, and therefore have no fear. I shall say nothing. And now, goodbye. I am going out to dinner this evening. Where do you dine tonight? The inspector continued, still in a state of stunned bewilderment. With the British ambassador.
Nice. Oh, finally.
Your time battling Inspector Ganimard was over then.
I was free to breathe clean air, roam as I pleased, and Ganimard had egg all over his face. I had solidified myself as the victor.
What was next for you? I wondered if you might have sought out a particular person after being released.
Were you not listening? Inspector Ganimard and I had gone our separate ways. He hung up his badge soon after. My days of frivolous crimes were over.
Oh, really?
That's not exactly who I was thinking of. I understand you saying that, but your actions say otherwise.
You mean the events at Château de Thibermesnil? I stand by my statement. It was a series of unexpected surprises that might make you think otherwise. It is really remarkable, Velmont, what a close resemblance you bear to Arsene Lupin. If you were not the celebrated artist whose beautiful marine views I so admire, no doubt I'd have warned the police of your presence in Dieppe, exclaimed the host to his surrounding guests. This sally was greeted with an outburst of laughter, but there was one who was not focused on the amusing side of his resemblance, but the opportunistic.
Chateau de Timber-Mill.
Tonight is a night of celebrations. I look around this room and I see close friends, old and new. Some who began as colleagues, some even competition.
Surprise, surprise. George is talking business.
I can't believe Razan is back.
And that'll be the last of it. Besides, they are now those I consider my most formidable allies.
That's enough of all that sentimental malarkey.
And the captain.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Now, mingle, eat, drink, enjoy.
While an invitation to tonight's party was the aim of the game, I wasn't expecting to be surrounded by so many former acquaintances. I'll have to be on my best behavior. When am I not?
Wonderful. Finally, I'm ending this part here. It took me so long to record it. I will cut it a little bit short, especially when I was struggling with the passcode to the lockbox. That alone took me too much time. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day, night, morning. Bye bye.